Welcome to PiggyPower, and this is Piggy does unboxing on a trailer top. New series, probably only one episode. So we're going to unbox this diagnostic tool. It's been sent to us by XTOOL, and we're going to see what it looks like. I'll be honest with you, I have already unboxed it. You never know if it's going to work, the product, so before I set up for a video I always check, obviously, that it's charged up, that it's done all the updates, of which it needed all of the above. So it was in here though. But this is how it arrives, nicely packaged. If you order yours from XTOOL, comes in a lovely cardboard box, funnily enough. Well packaged, looks professional. Let's see if it is. Makes a few claims. Should we just cover the claims? It says it's got a high performance processor, a high capacity battery, a large storage capacity, a 1080p display, just about HD, does auto scan, bi-directional control. Don't know if that's me that can bi-directional that, I'm not sure. Pre-post scan, topology mapping. Cool, sounds fancy, doesn't it? Programming coding, ADAS calibration. I have no idea what that is. And new protocols, remote and special functions. Let's have a look. It looks very nice, doesn't it? Let's have a look if it's as nice as that is inside, shall we? As I say, I have already pulled this apart. And I have to admit, both times, this last time and the time before, I've got to admit, I was quite impressed with its package. I have been sent some of these before, lower quality, cheaper, and they've been rubbish. And you can kind of tell when they arrive, they're sort of chucked in a box. This is nice. XTOOL! So let's open it up, shall we? See what it's got inside. Yoink! Yoink! There we go. Very nice. That's what you get. So what do you get? Well, you get the very nice, feels like a really high kind of quality remote control. But that's the little blip, did a OBD plug. And then of course you get the nice case, the nice tool in a nice case. It's basically a tablet. We all know what these are like now. They're essentially tablets just put in another case. I'll have a little look at that in a second, but I just wanted to quickly show you this side, which kind of excited me almost more than the tool really, which is nicely put together for two reasons. This side has got other adapters in as well, and then multiple bags. You know, you get all these wires that you never really know what to do with, but they are useful for old vehicles, Citroens, and it's got a charging plug, by the way, for this, obviously for charging up USB and other adapters that you could plug this in hardwired. But let me just shut that down. On this side, quite like this side for ease of use. So it has multi plugs for sort of pre-OBD stuff, so like the BMW multi-pins. It's got the Mercedes multi-pin here, which you can sort of pin out on your own with wires, but isn't that lovely? And it's got a bunch of others. I'm not going to go through them all individually, but this one's for a Nissan, 14-pin Nissan. Let me pick another random one. What we got here, we've got a 3-pin Fiat, and this one is a 3-pin Suzuki. And also kind of, they just stay together in a nice neat order. I have seen these before, they just come in a bag. So that's nice to keep them all tidy, isn't it? GM Daewoo 12-pin, I'd go through them all, but I won't. Honest, I won't. So that's really nice and tidy, and it keeps them together, and you know where they're at, don't they? In your workshop, at home, you want to keep all your stuff together so you know what you're doing. Right, let's spin around. Let's talk about this. This is obviously the main jewel in it. It's turned off right now. I wanted to real time show how long it takes to fire up with its high capacity, high performance or something. Yeah, so let's turn it on, holding down the power button up here, and maybe I didn't hold it on long enough. Let's try longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's on. Can't quite tell. The screen's a bit dull at the moment. It might brighten up. While it's powering up, we've got a camera on the back for you taking pictures and videos. Some speakers, charging port at the top, not the bottom. I do like that. You've got to use it in your charging. I hate it being in the way. so that's called, or on the side, so you can just hold it. It's got the usual stand at the back. Most people probably use this to put on the steering wheel, which we'll show you later on a second video. It's very pleasant. What I do like is it does feel quite robust. I've had some others, and I've also tried the Bosch units, the Atal units, the Snap-on units, and if I'm honest, this feels, if anything, better quality than those. It really does. Feels very, very solid, which is very, very nice. Here it is. Here's the screen. We're fired up. So probably took about a minute, maybe 30 seconds from off. Most of us, we know, will probably just leave it on with the screen locked. If you're using it regularly enough, it's not an issue, is it? And then just charge it up occasionally. Interface-wise, it's really nice. Seems to react nice and quickly to touch screens. You've obviously got all your random settings. We'll talk about functions in our second video covering this, but it's got your usual select by OBD, scan. You can also do your updates. I've updated this already, and it was nice to see the dates on the updates were all quite recent and they spread over time. So you're going to constantly get updates for this. You have to register an email address for this, but then you get 3 years free subscription essentially. Until you need to upgrade. But after 3 years, if you're using this regularly, you probably need an upgrade to a tool, but comes with a nice warranty, so that's helpful. It's also got a support center, and you can do live stuff with them if ever you had any issues with it. It's also quite nice. The special functions, they're so special that I don't know what some of them do, if I'm totally honest. Many more than the last time I used a diagnostic tool, but you need that sort of thing with a modern vehicle, don't you? So just plainly from unboxing, before we go into the actual functionality of the tool, it has a premium feel. And I know that's a term overused these days with sales pitches and stuff. I'm not trying to sell this, I'm not making money from this. Honestly, my tool reviews don't make me any money. They just send me a tool, and I always like to have a little play with a new tool. It's cool. So XTOOL Compass, I think this is called. I just remembered. This is the next tool for autos. It's quite a relatively new company, to Britain anyway. The Compass. The smart diagnostic system. So in our next video we're going to talk about connecting to vehicles. We're going to see if we can find some old vehicles, talk to some garage locally, because I haven't got anything to test those old plugs. That would be cool. But we're going to plug into a Peugeot, and it's right on the cusp of OBD, so sometimes it doesn't work with these, but it should. So we'll see if that does that. We'll try a couple of modern vehicles, and we'll try the classic Mini with EcoBoost fitted and see how it talks to that. We do need to do some diagnostics on the Mini actually, so this could be quite handy. I have 4Scan, but let's see how this compares to the genuine Ford software, shall we? Anyway, that's just the unboxing. If you want to see my second video of all the functions on it, then please do. Based on just what I've seen so far, I'm really impressed with it. It does have a high price tag compared to a cheap generic reader for 50 quid, but this is not a generic reader. This is going to do a lot more for your diagnostic needs. I wouldn't say this was a DIY tool. You're probably going to want to be using this regularly to allow for the expense of this tool. So this is probably pointed out, directed. This is going out to the traders out there, or those who are like mobile diagnostics, or you have a number of cars in your shed, you know, you're a proper project guy and you need some of this in your life. Okay, so thanks for watching this short unboxing video of the XTOOL Compass, and in the next video we will talk about functionalities. We'll show you some live screen data of what we're doing, and hopefully that gives you more of an idea of this tool and how much you want to buy it. Thank you very much for watching PiggyPower in my floppy hair, which has no relevance whatsoever to this tool review.